of it's garbage. Grip here, anywhere in the lapel, the armpit grip, the collar, whatever I can get. In my case, because he's rolling that way, I'm just gonna dive over, shoot my knee, pull, and put this hook in on the way, take the back. Score my points. Whatever grips I can get, I'll take. If he kind of stops here, I might take this grip. Go this way. Totally fine. So I want you guys to do the same drill. Just take the back. So we're gonna pass the guard. He's gonna go, hook in, and then roll and look for the finishes from here. It's important that you get the bottom hook in first. Taking a back without hooks is a devastating mistake. Happens all the time, but look. Yeah, stupid. Don't do that. Put your hooks in. Hook. Here, everything's easier. Everything. This bottom hook means everything to you guys. Make sense?
Oops.
Let's go 1, 2. And it's, I'm okay with that. I'm not sure what people do in the tournament. They're weird. Anyway. It's interesting though, because I could easily just pull him back and get on top, right? So he has to base to fix this, and the more he bases, the more he starts giving me easier and easier options to expose and open the turtle, right? What I'm really interested in for attacking turtle would be this cross collar grip getting into here. If I get this, this fight really should be over if I can get across the neck to the collar. The problem is, you'll see Chris is playing a good turtle 2.0. He's got elbows tucked and he's there to hand fight. The downside is he's left a gap here, and I can explosively drive my knee in there. It's totally legal, totally fine. You can go into this side, and now you start grabbing the foot. You can open them up here if you like truck. Truck is right there for you if you're creative. You have a lot of tattoos and a beard. A lot of fun stuff can come from that position. So I want you to just take a minute and look at how can I get his hands away from his neck by bugging him. I mean, this is usually one of the most interesting ones for me, is just playing with the feet down here. There's a lot of weird statements coming out of here today, isn't it? Making your boyfriend play with his feet. But he can't do anything about that there, right? Kids, what's happening? So I want you guys to make this grip, to pull him back, move him around. He's gonna post. Look, if he doesn't want to tip over, what's he gonna do? He posts. When he posts, the weight is on the arm. Now I can dig underneath and hand fight to get to here. If I can get my cross collar grip, I'm gonna take this hand. I can do several different things. In this case, it's open. I'm gonna throw the foot over the top. I'm gonna roll, and he's gonna die. Or he can roll with me. Cool, make a grip. Bow and arrow choke from here. Sorry, Chris, you good? He waited too long. He's out. He waited too damn long. That was pretty tight. Get out of here. Chris is done. Get out of here. Like, he should be tapping by now.
Caleb on top.
So as you see, you have like 3 seconds, right? This comes on 3 seconds. So again, I'm trying to pull him back. He posts, make the grip here. Option 1 for me, dive over, throw the hook in, make the roll, and get the rolling bow and arrow choke. It's the most powerful one, but it's also the coolest looking. And that's the most important thing. How good you look. Pull, boom, make my grip. If he's closing the hole here and I can't get to it, he's I go back to turtle, however you want, boom. I don't have the ability to put the foot in and do the rolling bow and arrow. I'm gonna sit my elbow here, sprawl out, and just clock choke him instead. Just as fast, just as mean. So again, pull, make my grips. No hole. If my hand's already in here, now I don't care. I'll clock choke him here. Walk him around. Just I'm blocking the hip. Clock choke me, Caleb. If you don't block the hip, that happens. So absolutely block the hip. Go ahead, clock choke again. For the bottom player, this is something you should be working. What do you think?
I don't do this. I don't do clock chokes.
Come back.
That's why you made a delivery.
When we finish the clock, Caleb, get out of here.
Thank you. That's why I tried to close my eyes.
He's gonna get a bleeding nose, I almost guarantee it. Here, when we finish the clock choke, my hips point up towards the ceiling, and I walk, walk. If I turn the hips over, you okay? If I turn the hips over at any time, I don't have the same choke, and he can turn very easily. So hips point up, and he can still make that same play. This is what I was getting at earlier. If I go here, he tries that same roll. You can stay on the choke, pull it through. But if your hips go down, he makes that roll, you're gonna lose everything. All right? Sorry, no more of those. Make sense? It's a lot, but hopefully you guys can get something out of it. The real important part for you here is when you're bugging the turtle, the hands are gonna post. And when they post, take it here. You can even just like here, sit down, like you can do that totally fine. Just not as, believe it or not as good. Bow and arrow is way better, way better. Ada.
Are these legal for kids?
All of this is legal for all ages. This is all child friendly. Okay, 1, 2. Good job, buddy. If my back is flat on the ground and he's pressuring down, he's gonna cross face and he's got an underhook, I'm here forever there. I can't do anything from here. If I get to this position, it's the only time, I'll bring my feet to the inside and I'll lock down and I'll force him into this here, just by pulling his hips. This is gonna always elicit a response. Usually, especially if they have a bad knee, he wants to free that leg like so. And that's good, but we've changed the dynamic here a little bit. As I go to lockdown, as he goes to free the leg, I'm gonna whip my legs up. Be alive here. Whip my legs down to the opposite side, and we get into this position here, where I start looking to build a base up. You can see already his half guard is completely disintegrated. So we're starting from the worst possible place, half guard. He's clamped down, cross face, underhook. I can't just bump him, right? He's got base here. I can't bump him that way. Feet to the inside. My outer leg goes underneath this leg. This leg goes underneath his leg, and I can straighten, watch his hips. Again, make him your boyfriend. That's super weird. I won't say that again. But instead of just locking him down and keeping him stuck here, which is what a lot of people tend to do, because right now Caleb really can't move. He's kind of like, that's why it's called locked down. I'm gonna bring my knees up and to this side. That creates a lot of space that I use to collect an underhook. Then I bring my knees up and I whip them to this side, which I use to get up to my elbow. Now I let go of the lockdown, I pinch my knees together, and I build my base up. So it's my knee, his knee, my knee. This position is called dogfight, very common. Caleb's doing the right thing, he's got a whizzer, right? He's just gonna drive that shoulder, try to make me eat the mat. The harder he whizzers, the better. If he doesn't whizzer, or he whizzers loosely, right, I take the back. If he whizzers like a man, super strong, good. I'm down on eating the mat. I'm gonna dive underneath. Get up on top. It's a lot, but here we are. Boom, he's flattened me out, feet to the inside. Lock down, extend, sink his hips. Now I have control over him a little bit. I feel like I have more control than I've ever had from the bottom, and he's starting to feel like this ain't great. Something's falling apart. My knees come up, and I whip. My hand comes underneath, my knees come up, and I whip to this side, and I get up to my elbow. Pinch my knees together, build up my base to dogfight. If he doesn't whizzer hard, I just pull my arm out, take the back. If he whizzers hard, cool. I'm gonna dive my head all the way underneath and grab the far leg and hit the roller here. Get up on top. From here, my arm is stuck. Really common position. Bring it through. Instead of like, oh, we're weak. That's weird. I have no idea. Is that it? It's not it.
That's how it is.
Is this it?
Yeah. That's not it.
So instead of like making a big space and trying to pull it straight out, just bring your hand inside and just allow this transition. Everything about it just works. So I think it's important that you guys have answers for the worst possible case scenario. If he doesn't have the underhook on this side, if I have an underhook, I don't need to do lockdown. I just get on a hip. Start playing knee shield, start attacking, look. Oh, bad things are happening to Chris already. Like, you don't have to overthink it. I would recommend only use lockdown. Boom, I made a bad trade. He's now flatten me out, cross face, underhook. I don't care, like some of the questions, there's like, coiling the foot up. I don't care, kamikaze him there. That's a legit leg lock that most refs might not even see. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but
That looks horrible.
So the ref might see it?
It looks like a ACL tear waiting.
There's no pressure on the knee at all.
It's all shin.
It's
not a calf.
It's a calf crusher, so I don't know that it's definitely illegal. So as I'm here, I can whip him up. I have a good base. I whip him down here, and I could wrestle up. Or, look, I can come back here, keep my lockdown, frame on his armpit, and build my base up here. Like so. Groin stretching techniques, like this one, are legal at all levels. Is that true, Cooper?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Even kids, you can rip a groin. Crotch rippers, electric chairs. This is an easy finish. Hands above the knee, feet kick away, drive down, and you'll get a very easy submission here. At a higher level, I can turn, grab, break his foot. Or, just get up. That's 2 points for the sweep, right here. So the electric chair is a good option. Catch, he's got the underhook. Whip him up. Oh, I just tapped over. Here, look, instead of going under the shin and wrestling up, I'm just deep in on the leg, and I whip him back a third time as I lift my arm above my head. Sorry, Chris, I should have used Caleb. Build up to my elbow here. Chris will tell you, he's stuck. There's not really a lot of places he can go here. The finish is easy. Push down on the knee, extend that foot away. I can go with 2 hands and connect, drive it down if I need to. You can also apply like an Americana on his knee here. It's very bad knee injury. I'm basically putting his foot towards his head, but isolating his knee here. Ooh. Be very careful with this one, obviously. But it's legal, man. It's good for kids. It's great for kids. It's right here. You can at any time just get on top. Ooh. Pass and stoner control. Not my name. Right? One final option I'll give you guys to play with. From the wrestle up, easy option. Whip him up, underhook. Here, if I want to wrestle up, I get up, I can grab the knee, hug the hip, and then I'm going to drive towards Lawrence. And just put him down. If I drive towards Roman, much harder to put the man down. Towards Lawrence, easy. It's the same principle, or Turtle, the same principle. He doesn't go this way well. He goes that way very easily. Make sense? One more time. Something to be aware of, guys. Look, when I whip him that way, sometimes they just go, right? I don't need to do 3 steps. If he'll go in 1, he'll go in 1. More often than not, guys don't want to get swept, so they're gonna post really hard, really strong. Yes, cool. Underhook. Whip him up this way. Tweak the knee, build up my base. Grab the knee, grab the hip. Back here. From here, when I pass, I'm gonna stuff this knee. Big step, cross face. Boom. I think everybody knows what to do from here. Make sense? Let's try those 2 options, the electric chair and the knee tap on the far side. Very important. Let's go, 1, 2. He's done some 10th planet stuff, or he's trained 10th planet guys, he knows what's going on. Sometimes all it'll take is just for me to hip out and get a butterfly hook in. Super easy. Like, get that butterfly hook. Now the guard has changed completely. It's no longer half guard. It's a real, like, attacking situation for me with this butterfly hook. So you can use the lockdown, even if you can't get the whip up and whip down going. If I can get on my side, but I'm flat on my back, I'm on my side. Once I'm on my side, I can work my butterfly hook in on this side pretty easily. And that's powerful. I can start looking to elevate him and move. So it leads to, like, there's so many paths. We could do a month on half guard lockdown, easy. There's so many different paths and options from it. But don't get married to the system where you have to go whip up, underhook, whip down, underhook. It's not always gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it's just 1 is enough. Sometimes like 1, 3. But just really quickly, he puts me in lockdown. There's a couple guys in Confluence that do use this system. So from here, just turn around. From here, my toes hit the mat, I stand up, and I pull my knee right up the middle here. And I push down on the knees. Like, he's 100% stuck in here now. I think you're stuck.
Oh, yeah.
You got pretty sharp shins, man.
Yeah, that's your fault.
This could like hurt me too, I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. But just pushing down gently on the knees, it's painful. And he can't move until I give it back to him, right? So lockdown has some trade-offs. Just let things kind of work. Especially when you guys are rolling, don't play lockdown aggressive, don't herky jerk. I'm trying to get some guys in here like just tugging real fast, man. That's how you get hurt. Like, I talked about this last class. I got my shoulder torn from a scissor sweep. Scissor sweeps look like this, right? Easy. When somebody grabs a hold of your sleeve, I'm just gonna take some slack here so I don't rip your shoulder. And they start doing this, that's a shoulder injury, especially if you're cold. Boom, like ripping like that, that's how people get hurt. We're getting close to competition. We've had a couple injuries.